Good Tuesday morning, Mount Olive Church family and friends, everybody joining us online. Another week of devotions, and hope everybody's having a great start to the week. And get my screen pulled up here. So, Sunday's sermon that the Lord had given me was "Leave It Behind," and we talked about the woman at the well in John chapter 4. The point I brought out four points Sunday, but I want to talk about the third point of for my devotion of what are you drawing from, and so we know that that Jesus, he met this woman at the well, and there was a whole lot. I hope you watched Pastor's devotion from Monday, and he talked about that divine intervention, that divine meeting, and just how Jesus came for all. No matter if their status or race or whatever that would be, Jesus came for all. I want to go to the next point with that and talking about the things that we draw from. And, Jesus used this well, and he used that water and that well to demonstrate to her, to use an earthly lesson. I mentioned the parable Sunday, and he used kind of an earthly lesson. He used that bucket and that well to say, if you keep drinking here, you're going to still be thirsty. But what I've got, is something different. So that's where I want to pick up here. And you can see here, verse 9 and 10, it comes down through here, and it says, the woman said unto him, Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From whence then hast thou the living water? And Jesus answered and said unto her, Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But then he goes over into verse 14, and he says this, But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst again. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. And so he began to talk to her and describe to her about what he had to offer. So I broke that down Sunday into two parts that the Lord had shared with me, and one shall thirst again. And so, regardless of who we are and how long we've been saved, I mentioned that sometimes we find that time in our life when things just seem stale. And I asked that question, have you had that moment of sense of staleness in your life? And, I said this and I talked about, how many times have we said, well, I'm just in a rut, man. I feel like I've just been in a rut, and it was amazing kind of confirmation to me, I guess, is Sunday night at revival. A lady was telling me, she said, I was praying this morning. I think it was that morning. And she said, I just feel like I've been in a rut. And, she'd said that before she ever even come to church Sunday. But, we all go through times like that. We get in places where we draw from the things of this world. And I mentioned Sunday that I do that too. And, here's the thing, when you see the people that's walking around, they're mad all the time, angry all the time, they're discouraged all the time. They absolutely have no joy. It comes and goes. It comes and goes. Those are the people that they're drawing from happiness and drawing and trying to find satisfaction from too many things of this world and not through enough of their relationship with Christ. Sure, we're all going to get upset from time to time. Sure, we're all going to get angry. We do that. It was just part of this flesh. But you know what? Our joy should be more than that. Our joy should be found in something more than things of this world. And when we get upset over every little thing, we probably need to look at where we're drawing from. And man, I had to look at my life with that in the past. So what am I drawing from? I'm going to end with this. What am I drawing from? And those are some of the things that I mentioned Sunday. Relationships. Yeah, we talk to our young people a lot about that. But it's still from us too, right? Work and career. That's a big one for most of us. There's nothing wrong with trying to advance. There's nothing wrong with trying to be who God wants you to be and to do well and to do those things. But if every second of our life is drawing off of our work and our career, we're going to be left feeling a sense of staleness. We're going to lose some joy because it's going to let us down. If we're looking for approval from others all the time, same thing, right? Power and control. I mentioned those that have to be in the spotlight. They have to be in control. Every little thing. We're doing it my way, this way or that way. They have to be in control. If that's the case, they'll find themselves looking for joy because they're drawing off of that and trying to find their happiness in that. Their favorite hobby and their, and I mentioned our church checklist. So my question is this for you this week. What are you drawing from? Look and see what you're drawing. What are you drawing the most from? There's, like I said earlier, the relationships, the work, the career, all those things, that's good. It's okay to have those things, but they can't be the primary thing that we draw from. We have to draw out of our one-on-one personal relationship with Christ. Ask yourself that this week and see what you're drawing from. God bless you guys. I love each and every one of you. I hope you have a great week. Remember to pray for me. And as always, I am praying for you. God bless.